Hi, I am not talented at all. I've had a lot of people tell me that I am talented through the recent years, but the way I look at it is I've cultivated skills by laser focus and consistency for over 10 years. I have a video on my YouTube channel showing my first video on my older channel. It's not my very first video, but it's one of my very first songs that I ever just recorded and put on YouTube. I used to have an older channel like 10 years ago, and this video is, I think it's 11 years old now. And it's comparing me singing then and now. And I've had multiple people tell me that they can hear a difference. And throughout that process of whenever I first started, most people, if not all people, told me I sucked, which I was blessed to have that, to not have people that were just being nice and like, yeah, sounds good. Like, I remember my mom straight up just like telling me some things, and other people's reactions too. So I embarrassed myself a lot. I would go on stage and sing completely out of key and like sound like a toddler that is just yelling and not singing. But I fell in love with music and creating songs and even performing them, just that whole process, that I just kept doing it, and I kept doing it and kept doing it. And I used to have horrible stage fright, but after doing it and then eventually going into street performing full time, over 40 hours a week whenever I first went full time, because I was homeless, and like that was like, I'd wake up, I'd go play music all day and all night pretty much, and then go to sleep. And around that time is whenever people actually started like responding to my music in a way to where I could tell they enjoyed it. And people that I knew that saw that progress told me, multiple people from different friend groups told me, the progress that you made is amazing. Like they were blown away. Like, not necessarily that I was an amazing singer, but the progress I made from being a horrible singer to being a decent singer, or at least good performer at that point. And I saw it in strangers as they walked by, the way people reacted to my music, dancing and like lighting up their face, and more tips. So whenever people tell me I'm talented, and usually they're trying to be nice and give me a compliment, which I really appreciate, but I can't help but always say, I don't think I'm talented. I think it's skill that I've cultivated through my passion that made me laser focus on music multiple times, quitting my day job and just full time, like sometimes 16 hours a day for months, just focusing and trying to get better, mainly on the creative and song creation and performing aspect, but also at times I would put hours towards like business and music business and things, just like social media and creating videos and music videos and stuff. But my main focus has always been music, creating music and original songs. And then through the years, I just allowed my creativity and passion to evolve, and eventually I came out with ZmanTheVegan. And then just, it's like I got deeper and deeper, and the deeper I got, and the more passionate I got, and the longer I could play music, and the more times I would play a song all the way through without messing up, and then I would start getting really consistent reactions from people from these songs, and I could tell which songs were like better and which songs were worse, and then didn't get as much of a reaction. And then I would write more songs and like be able, just the fact that I knew that I got better, I knew it was possible for me to get better again. And still to this day, I never think like, oh, I'm at my best, or I am the best, but I do appreciate the progress I've made, but an amazing thought is I always know that I can make just as big of a jump from whenever I started to 10 years later, where now if I keep focusing for 10 more years, then I can go from being pretty good to like amazing compared to where I am now. And that's the goal. It takes time and all of it, but I really believe anybody can learn these skills, like singing, music, just about anything. Whenever people say I can't sing, it's only because they don't have a deep enough desire to learn how to sing. Because I really, I was one of those people, like I did not sound good singing. I didn't know any proper technique, never warmed up my voice, but once I started applying myself, I made a lot of progress. And anybody can do that. It's all in the mind. Whether if you think you can't do it, then you can't. But if you know that it's possible that you can do it by applying yourself, then you will do it eventually, as long as you continue to apply yourself. And if you have the passion for it, you will. If you have the drive and passion and just continue to focus on it. And yeah, that's what I did. What do y'all think? Do you have natural talent at anything? Because natural talent's great. I do think that I, to a certain aspect, have natural talent at just creatively thinking and just I've always thought creatively, and I've always brainstormed and used my imagination. Obviously ever since I was a kid, but I never grew out of it. Throughout my teenage years and early adult years, I've always embraced my imagination and just had fun with it. So that might be something that I'm naturally good at or talented at, is just being creative. But no natural talent with music. Just lots of hours. I think I'm maybe at 5,000 hour mark. I mean, I've played over 10 years and I don't know the exact hour that I've worked on music, and I might be understating it. I might have passed the 10,000 hour mark. I'm not sure. I know it's been over 10 years and I put a lot of hours in, but I feel like I'm like just halfway to the 10,000 hour mark. Another 10 years, be 10,000 hours, and then I won't be there because you're never there. But anyway, what do you think? Leave a comment down below. Do you have skills that you've cultivated? Let me know. For the animals! Woo!